What's up, fam? It's your girl Shannon Owens, personal development coach. Hey, today we celebrating so much. If not, I hope you are. It's the end of a month, the end of a year, the end of a whole decade. So I just had to jump on here and share with some retrospective and some insight and some reflection with y'all today. So on this day, y'all hear I got my jam in the background, and I don't know if y'all know this song, but keeping on moving. Yes, that's what I am wanting to tell y'all and share with y'all today, to keep on moving. Stop letting life and the circumstances of this life shake your entire world. The enemy means for them to shake you. He means for the circumstances that come unexpectedly to shake us so that we completely lose focus, that we completely lose our vision, that we completely get off course. And I'm challenging you right now today on this very, very special December 31st, 2019, to know that you have more power than your circumstances. Okay, I know some people gonna be like, ain't no way circumstances come and I don't have nothing to do with it. You have the power to control you. You have the power to control what it is that you do during that circumstance. You have the power to not let it affect you to the point where it stops you dead in your tracks for a long amount of time and will not allow you to get back on track of where you need to be. So that's my challenge to you today, because not only am I saying it to you, I'm speaking to myself. Some of you know I'll post every now and then, note to self. Well, this is a note to myself. A note to myself that when times come of challenge, when challenging times come, when arduous times come, when those times come that make no sense whatsoever, don't let it shake you up to the point where you're shook and you can't do nothing. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm going to challenge you today. And I know some people may look at me like I'm crazy because there's nothing you can do about a death that comes prematurely. There's nothing you can do about a bad breakup. There's nothing you can do about being abandoned by somebody who's supposed to be there and love you unconditionally. There's nothing you can do about that, but it is. What you can do about that is, one, recognize that it's just a circumstance. It's not the whole entire aspect of your life. It is something that happened in your life, but it's not your life. It's something that happened in your life for a purpose. And regardless, and people like a purpose to hurt. Unfortunately, we're human. We've come into this world that is not perfect. And unfortunately, those type of things happen. As I sat back and reflected over the last 10 years, man, I had a real pink slip. I broke up with an ex fiance. We were engaged to be married. He took his ring back. Um, I moved to a foreign city, somewhere I had never been, didn't know anybody, had never visited, and had to start over all by myself. I experienced a bankruptcy. I experienced losing my nephew, whom I love and miss so much, to murder. I lost an auntie, like one of my favorite aunties. I only had two, but one of my aunties to suicide. So when I tell you I understand, and I'm speaking from a place of realness, it almost shook me. And then I realized that so many people in my family have lost their mind, have suffered with mental breakdowns and nervous breakdowns and things like that, because life shook them. Now, I'm telling you right now, we human. We gonna be shaken, but I don't want you to be shook When you shaking, it rattles you up. It wakes you up. It gets you, it causes you to be awake and alert. But when you shook, you get stuck. You can't move. Your eyes get glassy. Everything is foggy around you. You can't think straight. You can't hear straight. You can't make right decisions because it has totally controlled your life. And what I'm challenging you to do as we walk into the 2020, the next 10 years, that decade that's coming up, that's quickly approaching, is to understand that this life is yours. This life was given to you by a loving and a kind God. Regardless of the circumstances we go through, truly, He loves us. And I need you to understand that the circumstances and the trials and the tests and the tribulations that we go through are not meant to shake us. To keep us shook to where we can't continue to live. That's a trick of the enemy. And that's why it's happening so often lately. He building up his team. He wants you shook. He don't want you on fire. He don't want you doing what you want to do in your heart. He don't want your business to flourish. He don't want your entrepreneurship to be successful. He don't want your family to thrive. He does not want that. So that's why I'm telling you and I'm asking you right now, what do you want? I hope it's none of that. I hope it's not. I hope we're getting to a point where we refuse to be, again, like I said, shook till we're off our core, till our equilibrium is off balance, till we can't think straight, thoughts and be who we still were created to be. Because, baby, if you still living, you still have a purpose. And I know some of those times, like, it didn't make sense that I don't have my nephew here. It doesn't make sense to my sister, his sisters, my kids, his cousins. It makes no sense. But I tell you what, if he were here, he would be looking at us like we nuts if we just sat there stuck and shell shocked and not doing and not living, because that's what he was all about. He lived. So that's what I'm challenging you to do. That's my challenge for not just 2020, but the next decade. Declare over your life that your life is going to be good regardless. We ain't going out like that. We refuse, and I am anyway, and I'm challenging you to never, ever, ever let a circumstance in your life shook you. I know that don't make sense, but never let it get you to the point that you're so shook till you can't think straight, till you can't love right, till you can't make right decisions, till you're settling for something you have no business being in the first place. That's what I'm challenging you to do this year. I'm challenging you like this song in the background playing. Keep on moving. Keep on living. Keep on letting your joy overflow. Keep on smiling. Keep on giving. Keep on being full of life. Keep on being full of energy. Keep on being rejoiceful. And even in those times of hurt and pain, take the time to cry. Take the time to grieve. Take the time to, settle down and look. But don't get stuck in the circumstance. This is your life. Live it to the full. It means something, not just to you, but your life is important to somebody else's life. So I'm challenging you today. Keep on moving. Keep on living. Keep on loving. Keep on laughing. Don't let nothing take you back to zero when you already up here at 20 and the level is only 25. Don't let it take you all the way back down. That's what I'm challenging you today. Everything that did not break you was meant to make you better, was meant to make you stronger, was meant to build your character, was meant to enhance you so that you can be an enhancement to someone else. So that's my thing. that's what I'm sharing with you all today. I thank you so much for everybody who has rocked with your girl. I hope that I've caused you all to grow a little bit personally and develop into the men and women that you've been called to be. I hope that even if those who have supported me by buying my book or downloading my ebook and sharing some of your feedback, I hope that it resonates with your heart and that you are transformed. I'm declaring that you are a change agent, that you will be the one in your clique, in your family, in your job who makes the change to do something better, and that people will follow. I have nothing but love for you all. I'm grateful for you all. I'm declaring happy new year. When you say, I'm saying a good night, good morning, good afternoon, that's declaring your day. But I'm declaring a happy new year. I'm declaring that it will be the happiest one you've ever had in your life. And I thank you again. Much love. It's your girl, Shannon Owens. Know your worth. You are worth more than allowing your circumstances to make you shook. No more of that. Have a great day. Much love to you. Happy New Year and keep on moving.